Oh, what up? I'm Dora. Let's go explore some shit. Can you find the crackhead?
Hello?
Hey, I keep trying to text you, but Siri is being a saucy day.
That's fine.
Every time I'll say a sentence and she'll get half of it, and then she'll cut me off or other things. And I figured it was probably easier just to have a conversation than to try and use retorted AI.
Yeah, I send long texts all the time. I feel like people probably prefer to talk on the phone than read long texts. Did you get the text I just sent or no?
I got everything from the last one, whatever it was. Yeah, I've noticed that for me, he still hates this slip lead. He tries to shake it off all the time, but I think that's just
for sure.
He's a sassy teenager, and he's going to be that way for realistically probably a couple of years.
Usually around like 2 something, it dials back significantly from my experience. But I mean, yeah, a couple years.
I am just preparing myself for a long road.
Worst case,
frustration.
Yeah. That's good.
Because that way, if I'm wrong, I'm like, hey, cool, he's matured more quickly. And if I'm right, I'm like, all right, well, that sucks, but I kind of saw that coming.
Right. Yeah, that's a good way to go about it. Well, today, he was a perfect angel this morning. Leaving the driveway, I had to lightly, not much, yank on the lead. I did loose leash. I had to slip lead around the neck because, it's basically like the choker, but a rope instead of the prong. Anyway, so I just, did the leash yank a couple times, just to let him know, hey, you're pulling too much, slow down. And he definitely picked up on that. And by the time we got to the road, he wasn't pulling hard. He got to the bush, he relieved himself, and then he was like even looser. He's always in a hurry to like go pee, of course. And then after that, we went down the busy road to the left to that parking business area, it's called. And then, walked around, relieved himself, sat in the sun, petted him. And after he got his pets in the sun, then he was pretty much at my side from there. But by the time we got back to the busy road on the way back, 100% at my side and a little bit behind me, letting me know he's letting me lead the way. And then at one point he actually was like, hey, you can pet me while we walk because I'm right beside you. So I was petting him as we walked. But I decided I'm going to actually like put that on, just the only way to be able to share the video with you is to put it on YouTube. Just so you can see for yourself like how good he was today, because he was literally perfect. I mean, when I first started walking him, I really didn't have any issues. So it was kind of like when I first started walking him, but even better. Because I definitely had to teach him how to walk at my side on the busy road. That wasn't day one. But, so yeah, today was the best since I've walked him overall. Like, literally perfect. And it was loose leash the whole time. I didn't have to have the thing on his snout. So he's definitely learned, but I'm confident. There was one lady like getting her stuff out her car. I had to let him know, hey, no, we're not going to interact with any people today. And he picked up on that real quick. I didn't have to pull him hard. But if there was any dogs, I suspect there still would have been. Let's give it till 2:30. Since I'm late, give you an extra 10 minutes. Oh boy. don't know if they like dogs, man. Hudson, stop. I ain't gonna let you my back, so I'd rather you just drag me. I don't know if they like dogs. I can't do it. I don't put the choker on and instantly make me regret it. Yeah. I'd rather you not ask for my pay and just go home. Sooner than later. Stop! Leave it! Oh! Leave it! Hudson, stop! Do you want to go back? It's like I don't have a conversation with you right now, lady. I want you to get the fuck out of here sooner than later. So I can do the job. Don't be doing that, man. Look, you got my hand all scuffed up and got me sitting on the ground. What's wrong with you, man? And if that's your playful bark, trying to play, ain't nobody gonna try to play with you barking like that. I don't know what you fitting to do. And if you up my rain suit, we got a problem. You better still be waterproof, bro, because I ain't got money for another one right now. Jesus Christ, Hudson. A little bit of an issue. I would have had to been yanking a lot harder and a little bit stressful, but I think the only way to do that, honestly, in my opinion, is to have a muzzle, go to the dog park, preferably together with dad there, and just like wait for him to get overly aggressive with the dog and just do the corrections that's necessary then and desensitize him.
Here's the deal. He may be ready and you may be ready. I am not ready and willing to take him to a dog park yet.
That's cool.
Sorry, I'm getting blinded by a license plate. My game plan is for this week, assuming I get off early enough, kind of wish I would have done it over the weekend, is to take him to the dog park and then walk him back and forth on the other side of the street until he's not paying attention to the other dogs and he's just looking at me.
Well, that's a great idea. Yeah. There's steps.
And then, yeah, it's going to be a while.
And then work your way to getting close to the fence, I'm guessing, would be the next step on the other side of the fence,
yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, and then just doing that over and over for a while. Because, like...
That's smart, for sure.
As a trainer explained it to me, like, you can teach a dog to do a specific thing in a specific area. Like, he figured out how to walk loose leash with me really well, like, in the room with the trainer. And then I had to retrain him once we got into the hallway. And then in the lobby, I had to train him again. And then after we got the lobby down, we started doing it with dogs in the lobby, and that took some time. And so, like, every time I reinforce that, it builds a little better bond. He understands what's up a little bit more. but he's still like, you know, he's 100. I think he's almost 120 pounds now, but he's still got a puppy brain.
Yeah, very much so. Well, it's puppy
Yeah.
brain with teenage hormones now. So he's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a little bit of both. But yeah, exactly. That's 100% right. I mean, I didn't think about the loose lease in specific areas, but yeah, that makes sense. But for sure, it's each its own little component to the equation. So like, just because he knows how to walk at your side and be a good boy with just you and be loose leash and everything, that doesn't translate to being that good around dogs when dogs are added to the equation. So it's like its own whole separate training scenario. But yeah, your plan, I 100% agree with that. I don't know, I didn't think of that, but yeah, just get him
Yeah.
to be calm. What is that beeping? Something's
Oh,
beeping from
so
the house.
it's my truck. I've got a little radar that tells me if I'm following too close to someone, which is really useful, except for when people cut me off, which
Oh,
only happens on days
I thought it was
and
coming from your
nights.
house. I didn't realize.
Oh no,
Oh, okay.
no, but
But yeah, I agree. Just wait till he calms down and like when he sees a dog in the distance and just lower his reaction range more and more. Yeah, just work
yeah,
your way up towards it. That's because he's a big dog, so he's really not that bad compared to other dogs with these issues. I was reminded of that recently because I've been dealing with a lot of dogs with the same issue between the ages of 1 and 2. It's standard. It's just the fact that he's so big. It's scarier to everyone, especially other people who don't know him, and he's
well,
just
yeah,
harder
and
to
a lot of the
handle.
time, yeah, a lot of the time he's just excited, which I've kind of known, but like when his excited bark sounds a whole lot like a "I want to murder you" bark, like it, you know,
Well, it's also different when they're on leash. I've been told also with other professionals that they can be like these two pit bulls I was walking the other day. She says they go on group adventures all the time. It's like her business actually. She says they're great off leash. A couple different dogs, same thing. They're different loose leash than they are on leash or in a caged area. They're just more defensive mode. I assure you, there was a couple times that I wasn't sure, like, you know, I was taking word for it. It's just he's excited, just sounds vicious. But a couple times while walking him, and there's another dog involved, 100% it wasn't a friendly, I want to meet him bark. It was like, get the away
a
from
lot
my
where he
human, I
does
will
that
murder
too.
you. Bark.
They actually received quite a lot of tips during that time because everyone wanted to be so generous to support
It's the first time he's done that to a human. Usually a dog. Can you not? Did he try to pet you or something? No. There's nothing funny about that. We're going back. Eddie, just dude, keep my hands, bro. She laughed because she thought it was funny that I couldn't hold you. You about broke my phone, man.
Yeah, there's one black dog at the dog park we used to go to, which I haven't been to a dog park with him in a month or at least a month or two. I think someone got all with me and I took it personally and I thought, you know, this is not a good situation to be in. Like, arguments at dog parks are never gonna win. Like, it's a bad situation.
Yeah.
And this is your 5-minute warning, by the way, before I get to my next customer.
Oh, okay. There. Jackass. He probably reached for you, I bet. We apologize.
The dog's right there. Don't put it where the dog's right there.
Little Amanita.
Oh, nice. Oh,
They're watching on the other side of the tree there.
oh really? We'll come back.
But where were we? Dog barks, aggression.
You gotta look at the body language too. And it's not just the bark. Like, you know, you can tell by how they're lunging towards it and, you know, what their tail's doing and all that. Stop! What the fuck? Sick! Cut the out. What the is wrong with you? Now you're going after people? What has gotten into you? Come on, you don't get to do no more snooping. Thanks. Leave it. Focus, over here. Hudson.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like if they're barking and like, there's another black Russian that Hudson plays with, and they sound like they want to murder each other, but they are just having the time of their lives. Little nubby tails are swinging back and forth like a helicopter. It's adorable, but everyone else in the park stares at him because it's, you know, it's terrifying. You know, one of their barks is horrible enough, but you know, two of them sounding like that.
I get that too, yeah, because when pitties play together, they have like a very vicious sounding snarl. And, you know, they want a chance to be what's in their DNA, and they don't get to because we've civilized them. So if they're cool with another dog and they get to wrestle and they know they're comfortable with each other, then they get to let out their vicious growls, because what other opportunity do they have to do that? And that's good for them, actually.
It's just like when you find someone that you get along with really well, like you get kind of excited about it, and then other people may not understand it, but that's all right.
I do martial arts, so yeah, if I find someone I can trust to spar with, I know we're not going to hurt each other, we can let out more, and it's going to look realistic. It's going to look like we're trying to murder each other, but we know we're just playing. You know? Very similar. Yeah, well, for sure I agree. It's kind of hard to tell when, you know, I only get to walk them and I only see them interact with dogs occasionally, a handful of times. But
yeah, I've been on the lookout for I didn't realize how much anxiety having him around another dog produces for me.
On Cesar 911.
I'm envisioning Augie going in, immediately fighting every dog there, them all piling on top of him. I mean, just disaster.
This is not how you come to a dog park. Here. There you go. Come here. Look. This is the etiquette of dog park. Dog park creates excitement in every dog in the whole entire world.
Oh, yeah.
Dog park begins from the moment you park. By that time, you should have absolute control. Then, once you see that frame, normally dog parks have two holding areas, that and this. This is where you assess and evaluate the situation. Once he's okay, I'm in a relaxed state, then you can walk in first and happy birthday, Augie!
See, look at this. Was someone gonna control this?
That's all right, it's all right.
I'm really nervous about this.
But you can see the anxiety in my wife and how...
Just...
He's gonna fight this dog.
No, he's not. He's playing.
Like this.
He's playing.
If I thought the Aggie was aggressive with other dogs, I would never bring him to the dog park. So something inside of me said, you can trust him. The only triggering point that will make Aggie aggressive is if Nicole can relax.
I've seen him get into fights
I know,
before
but this is cool. Where you live?
Where do I live?
In the past. This is not what's happening right now. I want you to see that he's social. We did all the steps. When you have a dog like Augie in that awesome state of mind, you just want to tell him how much you trust him. You know, the dog is already well behaved, but in her mind, she's seeing what happened in the past. You can see it in her face. She was terrified.
Man wants to
He's
fight
getting
everybody.
crazy, I'm telling you guys. Oh, no balls.
Nicole.
If he runs after that ball, he's gonna fight, Matt, and you know it.
He's already playing. He wants to play. Somebody understands him.
This is why I don't go to the
Where is your beer? He's having a good time, but her being this way, she's gonna create something.
Is he gonna be okay?
He's good.
He's okay. What are you talking about? Get out of the dog park.
I really don't like
He's already
this.
playing.
Cesar has noticed tension and anxiety building in Nicole that could trigger a dogfight.
He's having a good time, but her being this way, she's gonna create something. Get out of the dog park. You're supposed to have like a good guy and a bad guy, you know? And Nicole has two bad guys. It's like, they're gonna kill each other, they're gonna kill each other.
You ready, Sophie?
When Nicole's brother Brad and sister-in-law Jamie show up with their dogs, they're surprised to see Nicole outside by herself.
Why is Nicole in quarantine?
She's in timeout. She was not really having a good time. And he's having an awesome time.
Yeah.
She was commenting what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, but it wasn't real. It was just like a completely horror story. She already believed that he killed like 300 dogs.
Stepping out, taking a break was absolutely the right thing to do. That I couldn't ask her to do because I would have been a bad husband. But if Cesar asked her, then all's fine.
And so, the running joke of dog trainers is 20% training the dog, 80% training the person.
Yep.
And like for me, like I need to be more okay with them or with him being around other dogs and whatnot. Because like I don't want. Part of it is I'm just scared that he's gonna nightmare.
Yeah, that's my biggest fear too, because he's so big, you know. It might not even be that serious, but if someone thinks it is and they report it, it could be very bad, you know. It could be more than like a fine or a ticket. It could be like a warrant forcing you to surrender your dog, arrest them, and put them down. I mean, Portland.
Even if they take your like, I don't know exactly what happens. I'm very grateful for that. But I've heard that a lot of times if your dog bites, if there's a dog bite, if your dog bites someone or something, then they quarantine them for 10 days, and they basically just leave them in a cage and feed them, and that's about it. And it's just really emotionally scarring for the dogs because they're just scared and alone for, that's a long fucking time for a dog.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the state. Like, Oregon's a lot better, but somewhere like North Carolina, especially if it's a pit bull, it don't take much, really. Like, they're ready to kill them. They really are. And, yeah, if someone even says, oh, I think it might be a rabid dog, he probably has rabies, now they have to kill your dog to, like, dissect his brain to find out if it has rabies or not, because that's the only way to find out. And it's like, well, how about you wait to find out if the human has rabies before you test the dog? Like, I don't know. It really depends on the state how severe they are, for sure. But Oregon's a dog-loving state. They're more understanding, from what I've noticed. You know, like even how the cops interact with dogs. Yeah, cops will shoot your dog just because it looks scary. Even though the dog did absolutely nothing, just because it barked at them, because the cops on your property.
If it's not under control and it's approaching them, and they have even like a mildly reasonable fear for their life, then ultimately it's up to the dog owner to make sure that they're restraining their animal.
There's been cases, I'm telling you, like the dog's leashed in their yard, like can't get loose, and the dog's coming to try to like come talk to the human on their property, and the dog's barking, doing what a dog does defending his property, and they'll shoot it, even though it was leashed and like anchored to the ground, just because it was barking at them. It's state to state.
On that delightful note, I gotta get going so I can drop some off for my customer.
Yeah.
But I will chat with you. I don't know what the rest of your day looks like. If you want to chat later.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna take an easy day. I'm about to walk another dog, and I'm gonna come back and walk Hudson by 1, and then I'm done for the day.
Alrighty, cool.
Yeah.
Sounds
All right,
like a plan.
Have a good one.
Alright, you too, man. Bye.
Got drugs? You got drugs? Just kidding. Ha! You did look like a drug dog right there. Oh no, that's a Toyota. Definitely no drugs. We don't inspect Corollas. Even if there was, free pass. We're making a smart decision. Leave it! Leave it! Sit! Sit! Hudson, sit! Hudson! Sit! I want to know you're listening to me. Sit! Sit! Booty! Thank you.
Don't love this thing.
Take me to your dog, man! Can I use you as a demonstration? Is that cool? As long as you don't reply, I ain't mad at you. Alright, so if a big ass dog like this were to attack you, right, the best thing you could possibly do, whether he jump up, if he jumps up at you like that, you gotta push his head down with one hand, right? But after you push his head down, you slide one hand under on the side of the neck. I don't know if you can see this. Through this way, behind the other leg, and you clasp your hands. I think it's called a head and arm choke. Sit. Hudson, sit. Sit. Leave it. No. That's what we don't want. No. Bad. The other way. And then behind his left front leg, on my right side, behind his elbow, and you just clasp your hands, gable grip, and then you just lean your weight on. I mean, from here, you gotta worry about him possibly biting your junk, I guess, but if you wanted to, you could clasp your knees together too and just lock his neck. Now his neck's between my knees. He's trapped. There's absolutely nothing he can do but bunk or buck and, you know, try to get free, which is why then you would start sprawling and putting all your weight on him and just crushing him and just forcing him into submission. But there's really nothing he can do from there, honestly. And like, your vital organs are safe. The most thing you'd be in danger is your junk getting bit. So you just be, once you have the gable grip locked, you know you have nothing to worry about up top. Just be wary of your junk and feeling what's going on down there. Like, if you feel like he's going for it, then do whatever you feel is comfortable to make your junk feel safe, whether it's sprawling to one side, you know, like they teach you in wrestling. You can, well, the camera's not going to be able to see this. Let's take the camera off, but I guess I should do. Just put it here. Right, and they teach you sprawling. You can sprawl both legs, touch both hips to the floor, or you're also supposed to practice both sides. So like, you touch your right hip, like you kick one leg back, and vice versa, left hip, and back up. Just practice all three, right? So if that makes you more comfortable, you got the gable grip. Again, it'd be like this. Or here, let me show you one more time. The camera, right? Cross his head, under the belly, behind the knee. You can lock his head like this. You should be pretty safe. Then your junk would be safe, totally in control. But if it's a big dog like this and he's trying to get free, I imagine there'd be a lot of bucking going on, but he's being calm right now because he trusts me. At that point, you can sprawl. right? Whatever you gotta do. Now your junk's safe, it's nice and far away from him. Honestly, I feel comfortable staying on my knees instead of sprawling all the way. And then eventually, you'll lay down. Exactly. And then you can, like, get on my hip. See, he's submitted for me just because he knows that's the point of the drill. We didn't have a problem, I'm not trying to force him. Yeah, he's trying to be a good actor. You're not in trouble, just you know that. Thank you, you're a really good actor. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. I want to know that I wasn't trying to make him submit to me for him being bad. We were literally just playing. Oh yeah, this has been rolling the whole time, but who knows how I edit this. Probably going to edit it specifically for what I was thinking about the past couple of days. So I made it happen today now. It came on my mind before I forget about it. And it worked out. He's a really good actor. He got what I was trying to do. But yeah, you can do that to make your dog submit to being bad, or if they're attacking you. It's pretty universal because it works great as a tool for just that. Just letting the dog know who the boss is. Having him show that he knows who the boss is and that he's ready to be good if he wants to get up and be free again, which all living organisms do not like being constricted and they want to be free again. That's why our punishment here in the United States of America is to incarcerate people in prison. It's punishment. Same concept. Only this is like immediate, and you don't have to send your dog away for 800 years. Just until he's ready to be good. Boom. Reset. It's a new day, it's a new moment. You get the point of beating a dead horse. But yeah, super effective. It's called a head and arm choke. You can use it on a dog, any size dog. As you can see, this is about as big as they come. He's going to get up to 130 pounds. He's about 120 right now because he's a year and a half. Black Russian Terrier. I mean, there's bigger dogs out there, but not many. You know? So this is about as big as they come. And he's thick. He's like all muscle. Solid. So even if he were to jump up at me like he's playing, again, I would just swat, fighter stance, like parry the punch. I would just swat his head down and immediately go to the head and arm choke. As soon as his head is below my face, just imagine a dog jumping up at me, lunging towards my face. Fighter stuff like parrying punches, I would just, both hands probably, honestly, grab the top of his head. I'd see the mouth coming at me, right? This is the mouth. Let's see. 1 second. Just imagine this times like 100, right? Coming at my face, the mouth. I would swat the head down, and as soon as the head comes down, right, swat. Yeah, exactly, like that. Depending on what his arms are doing, obviously I just saw that. His arms could be on my arms, that would be a problem. But you get the point. You just force it down. Don't let him bite your face, top of the head. If his arms get on his arms, you saw what I would do. I would just have to push a little more than I thought would happen. I thought it'd be real smooth. But either way, I wasn't fighting his whole entire 120 pounds. A little bit of muscle. If it's life or death, adrenaline will help you. You force the head down to the point where you can go to that submission. Which he gave me a nice demonstration. Someone understood the assignment. He gets what I'm doing. He's very smart. He's a very good boy. Yeah, swat the head down. Side head, submission. Right? Get it. Get it. A little off angle. He's attacking something next to me. Get it. You got it. Well, he ran away. You get the point. If it's coming at you, it would actually be smoother and more fluid. So you just piece all those visuals together in your mind, and then you get the point. If he was actually coming at my face, I would definitely be able to grab the top of his head and force it at least down to my chin, right? Worst case, his arms end up on my arms like it did in that first time I was trying to show you. his head was still below my head to my chin now. His arms were on me fighting to stay up, so he wasn't back on the ground immediately like I would like. But now my face is safe, my throat is safe. What's he gonna do? Bite my chest through my sweater? I lose a nipple, worst case, or something, right? I'm cool with that. I can survive with losing a nipple and having a war story, right? And you just keep forcing them down to the point where you can get whatever arm free. You only need one arm free, right? Let's say he's still stuck on my arm on this one, but I'm able to take this arm and just like this. His arm's gonna fall off. Arm off. Swoop back in, under the neck, under the chest cavity, behind that front elbow. If you can feel the nub of the elbow, you can relieve a little bit, like take a deep breath, because you know you're almost there. As soon as you get them fingers past that front elbow, you can then simply like this, even if his arm's still in your arm, maybe he's still in the air, doesn't matter, right? He doesn't have to be on the ground. Under the neck, under the chest cavity, behind that front elbow, right? You can grasp it, whatever, or if you want to, behind that front elbow, you want to do like this, drop the other arm, so you can grab it. So you don't want to mess up your dog's arm, because I don't know how it's going to be on his arm going down, right? Maybe that's best, right? This arm's still stuck, you're fighting the head, like some Muay Thai grappling, right? You just go like this, get the arm free, side of the neck, under the chest cavity, right there, you're holding on to that elbow. Then you can let the weight set on your arm, let that leg get free, then gable grip. Now, he's going down to the floor. Right, you can do it slow and controlled. You don't got to just straight up drop on him, you know. Actually, it's better if he feels you. It's going to feel stronger. It's not going to feel sudden and like dramatic and maybe in his mind cheating, just dropping using your gravity. I mean, that's still force, that's still strength, but to feel your strength slow and controlled, it's going to get more respect, I feel like, versus a sudden, forceful thing might call for retaliation versus slow and controlled. You know? You feel annoyed, but you don't feel enraged. Right? Like a good dad versus an alcoholic dad. I'll just leave it at that. There's a difference in dominance. Not all dominance is bad. But dominance is definitely a good thing when applied correctly. Look up Beckman's Dog Training. I really like that YouTube channel. And I've been advertising it a lot to a few people I work with, including his dog dad. And I'm pretty sure he actually watched it. His dog dad is great. He takes feedback and criticism very well, like all adults should. Some people definitely don't like hearing anything other than 5 stars, your dog's the best dog in the world. Yay! Would you like a sticker and a cookie? That's literally what most people just want to hear. And if it's anything else, you won't hear from them again. Pacific Northwest, you know, it has its cons. Has a lot of pros though, so I'm not complaining. But that's one of the cons. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. If you know anything about the Northwest people versus other people, other parts of the country, if you've traveled, I don't need to explain nothing. I don't need to bad talk nobody. You just already know. I love the cupcake life here. That's what we East Coast people call it. So I'm not complaining until people start honking the horns at me like a spoiled brat. Let me not rant. Oh, okay, anyway. You're awesome, dog. Thank you. Demonstration. It's just trying to get straw off your nose. How's it stuck so good? Like, can I get the straw off your nose, please? Thank you. Glad he understood the assignment. Yeah. You're a good actor, thank you. That did not go as fluid and smooth as I thought it would in my head. But that's okay. That's reality. That's life. There's always kinks. No matter what you're doing, you gotta work out. But it proved that it works. Because I was able to wing it where I couldn't expect stuff. What do you call it? Improv. I was able to improvise. Almost like a real reality scenario, only he wasn't actually viciously trying to attack me. But also, you know, I wasn't going 100% either. I was, you know, both of us like jiu-jitsu, you know, simulating a war. Like you're going, it's like the equivalent of going to 80% instead of 100%, basically 70 to 80%. You're not actually trying to hurt each other, but you're practicing, pretending like you would try to hurt each other, just like dog wrestle at a dog park without trying to rip each other's throat out. You know, just teetering on the fence. We got to, he definitely was giving me his muscles. He made me work a little bit. It was a good like Muay Thai sparring round for like 5 seconds instead of 5 minutes. Point is, the demonstration I just showed was pretty realistic in its training applications. It wasn't like that Bushido, like, oh, with my one finger by the hair of his whisker on his nose, I will just twirl him off this couch now. And then now he's like, you know, here we go. By the hair of his nose, I twirl him off the couch now. It was none of that, you know what I'm saying? Bushido. Just look up Bushido. It was pretty real training what we just did, and it was like the first time live. No, like no practice, no rehearsal. Down. Sit. Sit. I want you on the side. Hudson. No. Down. That. Down. No. 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 Don't do that. Bad. Sit. Sit. Hudson. Sit. Good boy. It's as far as we go, buddy. Well, this ain't waterproof no more. The phone case is up. Waterproof case. And I gotta get another one of those things, man. Could have broke my phone. Hands cut up. I'm used to that though. Still not that big of a deal to me, but still, you made me bleed, fool. That's not cool. Look at this. My phone case. Right here. And here. You gotta poop. Go ahead and poop. Oh. You gotta stop pulling. You really hurt me, Hudson. You should feel bad. You really should. I don't mean to try to guilt trip you, but it's just the truth, man. Like a week's worth of recovery, reverse in one fell swoop for not being able to control yourself. Trying to get after two dogs, trying to mind their own business on the other side of the street. You gotta learn to let other beings be in their own bubble. If they don't show any interest in interacting with you, I mean, you can give them hints that you want to interact with them, that's fine. In a positive way. Not a negative way if they're not bothering you to begin with. You can tell people to respect your boundaries if they're bothering you. And say, hey, I don't want to be bothered. That's also fine. But if they're already minding their own business, and you give them a hint that you want to interact in a positive way, and they still don't show any interest, you gotta immediately respect it and shut down. Understand? Yes, shit, that's good. I'll pet you for that. I'll take it as your way of apologizing, sitting at my foot as such. I'll take it as your way of apologizing, you understand me. I still love you, Hudson. I'm very disappointed today. Yes, I am. This is why your dad wants to chop your balls off. I tried to convince him to let you keep them, to give me a month to teach you not to do this. And he's like, nah, I think I'm just gonna get it over with. You're a big boy. That was not okay, Hudson. Not okay. Now, do you want to poop or no? Cause we ain't doing no extra walking. You back, that's out the window. I'm hoping to be able to get back in one piece. Matter of fact, yeah, let's just go back since you don't got a pooper and I'll just pet you until it's been 30 minutes. Since that's all you really care about anyway is getting petted. And apparently dragging me down the street. We joked about that, but it's no longer a joke. It has officially happened and my back is up. Every step I take feels like my tendons are pulling. Ready to snap. They're too tight. We are on a mission to head home now. I'm praying to God that we make it. We have no time for side quests, good sir. You have robbed that opportunity from the day. I'll be leaning on you like you're my cane here in a minute. You're limping with me? That's cute. He said, I feel your limp. I feel it. He's literally limping with me. That's cute. He's aware. Okay. I started leaning on him a little bit, and he's limping his right front paw along with my right leg. Dogs are smarter than we give them credit for, y'all. They understand a lot more than you think they do. Oh. Really just my back Hudson, but it's okay. It's not okay, but it'll be okay. I accepted your apology, good sir. But as your punishment for running on your walks until my back heals up again, and then you combine to like your yard in that parking lot across the street. Yeah, they're gonna be short trips. You're gonna get out, you're gonna pee and poop and get fresh air. But we're not walking far. You definitely having a choker on every single time. Yes, I accept your apology. You crying? Are you sulking? No, come on.
He's tired now.
I don't think he's tired, no. He frustrated me, though. He was not very good just now. But that's okay. No treat. Get him. It's a magnet? Oh. So normally you get a treat right now, but not now. Not today. See you tomorrow. Oh boy. He is a lot of work sometimes.
Yeah.
It's not just walking, I gotta train him too.
Oh.
He's a big puppy, he's learning. And he's also, you know, going through new hormones.
Mm-hmm.
So just different actions than he normally would.
So you trained them?
Huh?
So you are not only walking, you are training the dogs?
Yes.
Oh, good.
We've made a lot of progress on a few things, but we got a lot more progress to make. Is what I've been learning.
Oh.
Past couple
How
weeks.
old is the dog?
How old?
Yeah.
1.5.
Oh, it's very young.
Yeah. He's starting to get leash aggressive towards other dogs. But now he's just defensive on leash. I'm not sure if it's with me in particular, but just now, I'm not going to tell his dad, but it's not just dogs now. He's starting to get defensive to humans.
Oh, okay.
The last 2 people. I'm sitting there texting. Some guy came up, I think he tried to pet him or something without asking.
Oops.
And he just lunged at him all of a sudden, so I went down for the second time.
Oops.
Dragged me on the concrete.
That's hard.
Yeah. The first time I seen it coming, but I held him back in advance. He was sitting. But I didn't hold him at the short leash like I should have, so he got a running start. But I knew because there's 2 dogs across the street. I already knew.
Eesh.
But I couldn't hold him back once he just got a running start with all that weight. So I went flying through the middle of the street then too.
So dangerous.
But I had all my rain suit on, so I just, slid. This time, just my hand. Thankfully I didn't break my phone. But not happy with him. So no treat today.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Anyway. Grab my bag. He's still a good boy, but,
Yeah.
it's
Little by little he will get it.
all puppies when they get to a certain age. It's like becoming a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's just bred to be a working dog, so extra guard dog instincts in him,
Uh-huh.
certain breeds. He's not like a lab. So, not his fault. He just gotta learn.
He's very young. He's very informal. But he will get it. As soon as he's getting older, he will get it.
Yes. Consistency is key. Just gotta keep
Uh-huh.
teaching him Monday through Friday. Anywho, I'm
Yeah,
out of your
indeed.
hair.
Okay.
Yes.
I will see you probably Friday again.
Friday.
Yes.
Selma.
Celia.
Celia.
Yes,
Celia. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
take me to your dog. Good job. Except for when you were a brat for a second. Good job listening to my commands when you were a brat. Showed me how you can be a little angel this morning, and you showed me how you can listen to commands when you're a brat. Today was a complete day, and you were an actor for me, and showing whoever may view, these fine folks tuned in, what to do when a dog does not listen to commands and is more than just a brat, and is a psycho and goes for you. How to handle that realistically. You even showed how things don't go to plan in your mind in reality, but showed that my technique still works even then. And things don't go according to plan in reality. I love that fucking
Game over.